first and foremost, being in therapy for 40 years, first starting out with the priests, then starting out with there was always a boy in my neighborhood that always wanted to experiment or do something to me, with me. And again, that all took a toll. The art teacher who brutally raped me at 18 years old was the most traumatic as well. And again, like I say, I take this baggage with me everywhere. Because of the priest, because of the oral sex, I cannot have oral sex with men. I certainly performed it when I was a call boy. I certainly was a bottom, lover, but I have never, ever been able to have oral sex performed on me because of that. And it took me years and years of therapy finally to realize that that was the reason why it all stemmed back to my young youth, to my ages of 6 to probably 10 or 11 years old when this happened. So, again, no partner, no lover. I've had 2 lovers in my life, and first and foremost, I never once committed adultery on my lovers, never. I was a faithful lover, a committed lover. When I was single, that was a different story, but I felt, and I took my marriages to a degree very seriously. I don't believe in divorce. So again, and it's hard for me to say this as a gay man. I even find it hard to accept gay marriage. But I fought like hell to save both of my relationships. My first relationship, I was too involved with drugs, alcohol, too insecure at 18 years old with a 36-year-old man to know really what it meant to have a relationship. I blame myself for that. I love this man dearly, but my second one, an absolute horror. So, here's a man who had over 50 affairs on me, which I never knew. Tried infecting me with HIV, drugged me. Maliciously, viciously hit me, sexually assaulted me, mentally abused me on a daily basis to a degree which you could not even fathom. So again, like I say, we take this baggage with us into every relationship. And every man I slept with, every man I fell in love with, because I needed nurturing, I needed love. I needed somebody to give me some love, support, guidance, which I couldn't get at home. My mother was never home. She would take me to bars and nightclubs and at 8, 9, 7, leave me there while she went out and scored drugs. She set the pattern for this, and that's why I'm so angry and hurt. She's passed away now, but I tried to address this with her. I sat in Pub 99 restaurant one day and read a newspaper article on Father Fredette in which he had been prosecuted for several other assaults and sexual assaults with other boys. And I froze. I started crying. I broke down. And my mother didn't want to hear it. All she kept saying was, "Don't bring shame to the family. I don't want to discuss it." There was no support. And I was an older man now. I was a man. But again, if she had just given me the answers I looked for, or helped me more caringly, lovingly, none of this would have happened. So, but, again, I've made a lot of mistakes. I became a professional art thief. I stole millions of dollars worth of art, jewels, antiques. I fell down a path for many years which was self-destructive because of what happened in this church to begin with. So it all started from day one. That path of destruction took place. So again, I can't change or rectify anything that's been done. I don't know what to do. I don't think 40 years of therapy is going to heal me. It hasn't yet. So I say again, I hope and I pray that the book gives somebody. I've had more straight men come up to me, dozens of them, telling me how much they love this book, how much I have saved them because they too have been molested, or even married women. I had a woman come up to me, married 30-something years, never told her husband she had been sexually molested, never told her children. But I'm honored that they're telling me, and that's the reason why I wrote this book. If I could help one person with drug addiction, sex addiction, I had obsessive compulsive disorders to a degree you can't imagine. I was anorexic, I was bulimic. I washed my face 150 times a day. I did everything I knew I shouldn't, but I couldn't control myself because of it, and it all stems from the sexual abuse. It all came from living in that closet for 2 years in a shoebox. So I'm hoping today here I'll get some closure. I hope I can. I pray I can.